Hey, what's poppin'? It's your boy Mark Hanson. Know where you can catch me at, right? On the Rize TV.
Every day I hustle, I'm grinding, stacking my paper up. Damn, just got a paper cut, bars hit like an uppercut. Fuck niggas who talk too much haters, just wanna rock with us. Graduated with honors, I'm finished school. Popular interview after interview, different lanes and avenues hitting these platforms. Any others, the bills is due. Ain't no need to deny it, the city good, don't divide it. All of this segregation just leave room for hating. R-I-Z. We on the R-I-Z-E. Check me out, check me out. We on the R-I-Z-E. Check me out, check me out. We on the R-I-Z-E. We do your live in. We on the R-I-Z-E. Check me out, check me out. We on the R-I-Z-E. Check me out, check me out. We on the R-I-Z-E. Check me out, check me out. We on the R-I-Z-E. Yes,
Yes, sir, man. Back here on the Rise, man. We got another special guest in the hot seat with us, man. I'm waiting for my man Justincase to get right on the live with us so we can get into some conversation with him, man. See what he got going on. You know, all the way from South Carolina, being on the Rise, man. We're going to see what he's talking about. We're going to see what's going on. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's good, man?
Hey, what's going on? Everybody, man, we got a special guest in the hot seat. Who we got in the hot seat with us today on the Rise?
Man, I'm Justincase, Rappin Grandpa, man. Nominated Independent Music Awards for 2020. Nominated Indie Music Awards for Producer of the Year for 2020. I got 68 songs on 180 music apps worldwide. On my own record label, Rappin Grandpa LLC. A lot of people know me as RPG. And, you know, I'm just grinding, man. Out here building shows, grinding. I manage artists. I teach artists how to get out here and try to get that music money.
I see, man. Look, I want to thank you for being on the show with us, man. Definitely a privilege to have you on the show. You got a lot going on, man. Just right there, that's a whole lot going on. Let's just jump right into it. How long have you been in the entertainment business?
So in my 20s, like in my early 20s, I used to sell CDs, man, at my hood. I had a little urban store, man. I used to sell CDs back in the day. And I used to call myself Just Blaze back then. And I had CDs I used to sell out of the trunk in my 20s. And then a lot of things happened, like marriage, kids, you know, saying different business. And I got out of, you know, I wasn't in music anymore. I was in sales and management. And then a lot of crazy things have happened in my life. I went from homeless 6 years ago to where I'm at today, man. So, and then now I just applied to 27 years of sales and management into the music industry for the past 3 years. And now, you know, here I am. I'm just one of the biggest promoters in the Carolinas, one of the biggest artists. And it just keeps growing for me, man. I'm actually like, my song Carolinas is on BET right now. I'm on Fox 57 through the whole state of South Carolina. So just a lot of good things. And now I got my own liquor brand. I got Rappin Grandpa Liquors out too. So
Wow. That's pretty dope. That's pretty.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I seen a buddy of mine get on. His name is Andrew Branham Dyer with Cape Fear Film and Video. He shoots a lot of my videos, and I love it because he's different. You know, a lot of hip hop videos are like, you know, special, some little like in and out quick things. So like he makes them more like motion pictures, like movies, man, and a really good quality. So like he's been shooting my videos for a minute, and I see he's joined. So I just want to give him a shout out. Anybody needs videos done, please find Cape Fear Film and Video on Instagram, or shout out Andrew Branham Dyer, man, and get you a video shot, guys. Because my old model's my newest one. It just dropped, and we did great with that. We got so lucky because there was an actual older model car there, like from the 1950s when we were shooting. It just happened to show up, and it worked out amazing, man. So
that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, how long have you been working with your man right there from Cape Fear?
Man, about 3.5 years, man. About 3.5 years. And actually, you know, he got me some connections and with people who's actually done movies and different things too, and they got me as like backup on Reprisal. I'm in Hulu. I'm on a TV show on Hulu. Two scenes. So he's actually connected me on some stuff, and he's a good friend. He's not just my filmmaker; he's a good friend, and he's like my brother, man. So, and he's a good friend of mine. So, but I want to tell you that one thing I'm excited about is I've been on stage. You know, it's like a dream come true because I've been on stage with like Pastor Troy, Boss Money, Nadillac, Polo Don Red, Pop Hunter. You know, just different people that's been in this industry, even country star Chris Klein. So, and now, you know, I've been on stage with Benzino, and I've got Benzino coming up with 2 shows. So, you know, the hustle and the grind is real, man. I just apply it. I get up in the morning, I'll be honest, I drink my energy drink, I stay on my grind, man. I'm always working, brother.
That's right. So how many years total have you been into the entertainment?
In 3.5 years, just 3.5 years straight in the entertainment business.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it exploded with all of this in 3.5 years. Absolutely. It's exploded. So I'll be honest, there's not, and I don't mean to be funny, but I'm 47 years old, and the name Rappin' Grandpa, everybody knows RPG, Rappin' Grandpa, Justincase. They know it. Where did that come from? How did you get that name?
Well, it started out Justincase. Brandon, we were sitting in the front yard. Actually, it's funny, it's on that Cape for Thunder. Me and Brandon were sitting in the front yard, and Brandon said, Justincase. And I love the name Justincase. So, but then after that, I put out my first song called I Get the Money Out the Hood under the name Justincase. And unfortunately, there was someone that copyrighted that name Justincase. So they got credit for my song. Wow. So I called the distributor and the publishing company, and they told me the only way to fix it is to change my name. So that's how Justincase Rappin' Grandpa was born.
Yeah. And you know, and just, you know, FYI for artists out here that's just tuned in with us on the Rize, man. Artists, we got to be careful with our names and make sure it's copywritten, make sure everything is correct, man, because if not, other people will get credit for your work. I don't know if I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Sorry about that. Somebody called in. I had to ignore that, y'all.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But we definitely got to be careful with what we push out. People get credit for that.
Absolutely. And one thing I'm doing right now, man, is I'm building my company up too. So I got some A&Rs. I have some A&Rs and stuff. So, and you know, I got 5 artists that I manage right now. 2 more that just jumped on board. We're working on a paperwork for them this week. They're about to jump on board and be part of RPG too. So, and not only just that, but I got a comedian named Catfish the Comedian. I manage him too. And he's getting shows down in Florida. Plus, people have been seeing him doing his little comedy skits, and now they're booking him in Carolinas and stuff too. So, he just called me. He's like, Rappin' Grandpa, like, you have made my dream come true. And then even like Polak Rev said the same thing. Like, he's been on the radio. He's done the buns and basketball. Like, I've made his dream come true. And that makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good to, like, you know, I've been able to change people's lives, man.
Absolutely. Now, you're out of South Carolina?
I'm out of North Carolina.
Oh, you out of North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
And with the show with Benzino, that's in South Carolina, correct?
I got one in South Carolina, January 28th at Club Fusion with Benzino. Also Gino 843 and Polo Don Red. That's going on down there at Club Fusion. And then February 12th in Wilmington, North Carolina, I have it with Benzino here. Plus, we also just found out we got Wu-Tang Management going to be in the building, and Sony Records will be here.
Okay. Definitely shout out to Benzino, man. He's still doing his thing.
They're doing his thing. So, you know, people love him for loving hip-hop. They know who Benzino is. So.
Yeah, they definitely
A lot of people don't even know he toured with Eminem for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he toured with Eminem.
Wow. That's what's up, man. So have you been out west? Have you been anywhere else?
We flew, me and my crew, we just flew to Oklahoma about 2 months ago, and we went out there and performed with Fiend, Mr. Womp from No Limit Records, and Be Real was supposed to come. I don't know how he just did it, but we flew out west and we performed at the Oklahoma Dispensary Cup, which is like, you know, it's a marijuana dispensary cup, so it's just everybody promoting their own marijuana brands out there. But we flew out there and had a great time, and we did such a good job. We had a great time. The actual, she's running for governor, Connie Johnson. She loved our performance and asked us to perform at her private function the next day.
That's dope. That's dope. What can
all that stuff, man? It was amazing.
Yeah, I know, and it's, you know, like I said, that's dope, man. It's dope business what you got going on. Here's a question for you. What is your performances like? I'm eager to know that.
For my performances, man, I'll be honest, I'm kind of like, so when I perform and I get on stage, you talking about me personally, or you talking about like, so me personally, I'm kind of like, I'd say Too Short and Slim Thug had a baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I rap. I got that down south swag when I rap. So, yeah. And then I also like, my bars, I flow good too, so I got decent bars, you know what I mean? So, and then it's just, I got a different vibe. I'm a different vibe. I'm almost, when you hear my voice, it's an instant, you know, it's like Rappin' Grandpa, you know what I I got that this boy. So, but I can mix it up too. I got one song out that I love, and it's called April's Passing, and it's dedicated to my sister because February 4th, man, this past February last year, I was supposed to be down in Tampa with Mulatto, go down there with Mulatto, and unfortunately, my sister overdosed and all her organs shut down, and I got a call from the doctor, and literally like 3 hours before she was, they were pretty much, she was dead, and I was dealing with that, and I ended up locking myself in the studio and making a song called April's Passing, and that one's a little different. It's more like an alternative rap, but it's really cool, man. So I got that one too, which is out. It's dedicated to my sister, but Brandon filmed that, and we filmed it out in a like rural area where it's like secluded near the swamp. But it was real pretty, man. Pretty scene, great thing. So it's called April's Passing, and that one's on Dope Lyrics, which is really cool too. So it's got 30,000 views already on that one. So it's growing too. But I go from hip hop to maybe like an alternative song to like different. I'm different, man. Like I grew up listening to like the Funkadelics with my dad, to James Brown, to like Michael Jackson, to Led Zeppelin, to Black Sabbath, to Lula. So I take it all, mix it together. On top of it, at 13, I heard, Ain't Nothing But a G Thing by Dr. Dre, and I was like, oh, like snap, what is this? You know what I mean? So, and I loved it. So I kind of mix up everything that I've listened to, all my music time, and when I make a song, it's a little different.
That's right. Well, I definitely send my condolences to you and your sister. That's never a good thing, and, it's a lot of people that's passing right now. Kind of brings me to the point with COVID. When COVID first hit, what was you doing to stay productive?
Man, I'll be honest. It's so funny you say that, bro. Like, my wife is in the next room, bro. We're waiting on COVID results for her. She's sick as can be, and I'm just coming back to life, bro. I've been down for the past couple of weeks, man. Unfortunately, I was fine for the past 2 years, like not getting sick, immune system boost, drinking my healthy energy drink, and then I had a concert and an issue happened where a scuffle broke out and a gentleman bit me. He literally bit me, and I got sick as a dog, bro. So now I've gone through pneumonia, bronchitis, and diverticulitis, and I'm just coming back to life, man, and I'm feeling better. So for me to fight COVID, I'll be honest, I wear my mask, man. I wash my hands a lot at work. I stay safe. If someone says, hey, then, they're waiting to get results for COVID, or they're sick, or their mom had COVID, or brother, then that is not someone you want to hang around with. You want to like get away and, make sure you just, keep your distance.
That's right. So you also are you're a promoter. So like dealing with COVID and, certain artists too that, people want to bring out to the city, such as yourself, like with Benzino and a lot of these artists. How do you stay productive with that? Like, do you think that on a flip side, we know what it is with having the bad results for COVID, but let's say the positive side. What do you think the positive side for COVID did for the culture?
The positive side for the culture, it made us more aware, man. It woke us up, made us more aware that, hey, we need to be cleaner people. We need to take care of ourselves better. On top of it, a little bit of social distancing and just be more aware of our surroundings. So I think that's what it did for us mainly. And then on top, I'll be honest, it almost forced us too to like find other avenues to make revenue too with COVID when it hit. So that's one thing. It pushed me out, pushed me off the porch a little bit more too.
Absolutely. Have you ever been to Fayetteville before?
I have been to Fayetteville many times. I've I was traveling one time through there, and nobody even knew who I was. I was on a Greyhound. Nobody even knew I rode a Greyhound. And come on through Fayetteville, sat at the bus station, chilling, relaxing. Everybody's like, "Hey, man, like, you got $1? You got $2?" I'm like, "Nah." But I was just chilling. Listen, I've never been through Fayetteville, just through this, station and stuff, and then through a restaurant. But I've never like hung out in Fayetteville. But a buddy of mine lives in Fayetteville. He owns Too Hot Entertainment, man. Mr. Kendrick's mate, shout him out on this too. And he lives in Fayetteville, and when he's got a DJ up there, DJ Hussein, that does stuff. So they're in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay, definitely know DJ Hussein. Definitely know him. Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Hussein. Have you any artists that you work with on a major platform? Any major artists that you work with?
I got a collab out with Razzcast, man, from the West Coast. And right now, like, I have the same producer as Tech Nine. I have Adrian, man, and Odomini Beats, man. So I have the same producer as Tech Nine. So Adrian is my producer. I also work with Wishmaster Beats, man. Adam Charrington, he's a friend of mine. He makes jokes all the time and calls himself Rappin' Grandpa's mentor. But so, and I work with it. And then, Lee Taylor from Taylor Made Beats. So I'm friends with Lee Taylor. So I'm friends with a lot of beat makers in the run. And then I'm working with DJ Hennessy sometimes too on the West Coast out there in Texas. So I work with a lot of people, man. I'm tied in with a lot of people. So the main thing is, Cal Dawson. Okay, he's actually the former vice president of Murder Inc. Me and him are doing a little networking and stuff too. He's offering like magazines and promotions and things he's got. So right now, man, it's just a big network. That's the nice thing. I tell people, listen, it's not always about like when people invest in themselves to come to a show, $50 here, $100 there. You look at it as like, oh, I spent money instead of making money. But you got to look at the long-term picture. Like you may have spent that $50 to get on stage and get yourself a table or a booth or something like that. But in the long run, you just met like 10 people that are seriously in the industry that now you've got connections and links. So you cost you $50 to get that. So what? $50 is nothing. You waste that at Applebee's or Outback Steakhouse, man.
Absolutely. Or on liquor or beer.
Or beer or your weed, right? Yeah. You know, yeah. You got to invest in yourself. If you think you're just going to make a fire-ass song and be Lil Wayne, you are smoking crack, bro. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? You lost it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to happen. You know, it takes more than just making a fire-ass song.
Absolutely. What can we expect from the Rappin' Grandpa, man, for 2022?
Man, I'll be honest. I'm just going to keep growing and building, man. I'm actually trying to do I'm trying to be like one of the biggest labels out of the Carolinas that comes out of the Carolinas. Helping artists get to a bigger platform. The main thing is I personally am stepping up my game a little bit too. I'm going a little bit bigger. I've been doing some small stuff. Like I've done things with Mr. Servon, Young Bleed, Pastor Troy, things like that, you know, and I'm about to step my game up, I think, to get a little bit bigger myself, man, and bring out some bigger artists.
Thanks. But that's still good, though. Pastor Troy and them guys are still good.
Absolutely. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm saying that was bad. It was just like my stepping stone or like what I could afford financially, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it 100, you know what I mean? So, but now I'm stepping my game up and bringing like maybe some bigger artists.
Right. For some reason, man, you kind of remind me of somebody from Texas.
Well, it's funny because that's weird because like I was born in Chicago to Virginia, and Virginia to the Carolinas. So you take all them to childhood and that's how you get this like. I guess this is the way I talk, man. It's just the way I talk. It's the slang and that stuff. It's that a lot of people say that though. I sound like I'm from Texas or from down south.
No doubt. So let's talk about the February show at Hannah's Block. What's about that?
So that one's different. So that one's called Rappin' Grandpa's Hip Hop Circus, and that one there I have Benzino coming. On top of it, we have a sword swallower that's gonna be swallowing swords for halftime. I have G39 and Serenity Gemini. They are like big time. They do their faces with the clown mask on and stuff too. So, and then they rap. It's almost like Eminem with a clown mask on. So, like when she raps, it's fire. So, and then on top of it, I got Doc Honeycutt, who I've teamed up with, and Doc Honeycutt is bringing a fashion show. She's also bringing Wu-Tang Management to the team, and then Sony Records to the thing. And then of course myself, Rappin' Grandpa, and all of my artists will be there. Shout out to Kano, Tezza Beretta, Polak Rev, Jay Got Cash, Catfish the Comedian. I also got two new ones jumping on board, like Brando Bands will be there. He's jumping on board with RPG. And then we also have Nydia Band. He's jumping on board, so he's coming too. And then just a shout out to everybody that's coming, man. It's going to be there. And shout out to, TKP Pavilions. They're bringing some of their artists up too from South Carolina to get on board with too.
Okay, that's what's up. Besides you, your kids, your grandkids, what would you say that you do this music for?
I love music, man. Music soothes my soul. Like I can actually go when I have a bad day or stressful day, I got a home studio. I got a studio in my house too. So I'll go in my home studio and I will sit down and plug in, man, and record and make something, and it's just soothing and relaxing. So I love to make music, man. And the main thing too is not just that, but it's helping others too. Like music, they say music soothes the soul, and it does, brother. It really does. So I love music, man. And that's why I do it. I do it because I love music too. Not just music, but and I like, don't get me wrong, I love the financial game too. It comes with it. But, it takes time to get there. You got to work on that and build that up. But that's what I love. I love, growing, man. I love growing. Great
answer. And being a promoter, I know it's hard being a promoter because I'm also a promoter. But what would you say some of the downfalls with being a promoter?
Downfalls of being a promoter is I had to learn the hard way. Never tell too much information because there's a lot of people in the same game as you, and it can screw up something bad. So, and I guess in a way you want to if you got something big coming out, wait for it to come out before you tell other people.
Now, here's the thing too. Now that I wanted to ask, since we up here and we're talking about promoting, what can you say about promoters that get these artists to get on these platforms, financially pay their money for these slots, And half of the time that they're bringing a major artist out, they're not even getting the opportunity for that major artist to see us that's on the platform. It's a lot of artists out there that has a problem with this. So with you being a top promoter and knowing all these people, what can you do to better that for these artists?
The one thing is that's what I do when I teach my artists, and if you get on board Rappin Graham for the label and stuff, then I teach my artists to be the best independent artists they can be. On top of it, I teach them how to make music money. Everything is music money. I don't care if you sell a YouTube views to a Spotify promotion to a slot on a show, then it's all music money. So I teach them to make music money. The one thing I was going to say is that I've noticed when I go to these shows sometimes, the artists will pay to get on, and then they will stand there and just not do anything at these shows. Just stand there like they're nervous and scared to death. So over by the table, they're not networking, they're not socializing, they're not talking, they're not getting the DJ's information like they need to. They're not doing the things that they need to do when they're there. So when you spend that money, you're spending that money because you're investing in yourself. And when you get there, guess what? Get business cards. After that, get the DJ's email so you can start emailing that DJ that's at the place so he can start spinning your stuff. So on top of it, get some photos with some of the big stars that are there and then put that all over your page and help get your social media up. You get your social media up, then guess what? As a promoter, we can get you paid for shows. That's how that works.
And that's dope too. And for all the artists out there that's tuned in with us, man, like when you go into these concerts and you open up a major artist, man, like don't be that. You still got network. You know what I'm saying? Like you're investing money. So you just really wanted to see yourself perform and never see it. You think you want to deserve a shot at stardom. It don't work like that. You know, you gotta be able to get out here and promote yourself, shit. Come with CDs, come with flash drives, come with everything you come with to get your music yourself
if
out
I want it and I like it, I'ma get that,
yeah.
Stand all up on you with a big bag, yeah. Look, I got a taste of big man. From my head to the toe, it's a big splash.
Absolutely. One thing too is you can't just jump right in with the first promoter that comes along and says, hey, I like the music, I'll put you on the stage. Like, you need to check people out. Like, people check me out all the time.
I need that cash, blow a few stacks, get it back fast. Time don't wait, so give me that bag. Shake and bake home if you ain't first in the last.
That you think people
long way from running from the siren. I've been hella fly, I'm a pilot. I get what I want if I like it.
What's misunderstood about me? You know what? I guess the only thing that be misunderstood about me is like my music in general. And a lot of people say, hey,
these spaghettis look like water on my body, man. A cold heart, but these niggas still ain't out of shit. You know the bouncers show me love, so I got it in. Hold the phone calls that nigga getting potted in. I get it if I like it. If I like it, I'ma swipe it. I can tell you about the future like a nigga is a psychic. Like tonight, I'ma buy the bar. Tomorrow, I'ma buy a car. We all got guns and differences. We gon' fire ours. Came in with your life, shake the dice. You can try your art. You can meet Christ, that's the price to get high as God. The car got all wood grain, just like I'm a star. Got your bitch back one day, just like I'm a god.
Right. And you know what? A lot of artists, you know, right? You can be versatile in your own way and still stay in your own lane. You know, everybody is not gonna like your music, but you got people out there that's gonna fuck with your music.
And I guess one thing about misunderstood for me is I'm a friendly guy, I'm a nice guy, and I try to make everybody happy, and I've learned in this
nowadays the nigga should be fasting. Cause I'm out here eating like a savage, yeah. Bad bitch, and she mad thick, and her ass too, on some cash shit. I got anything you need to fix your habits, cause everything I do is hella lavish, yeah. I'm a young ghost, so give me that cash. Blow a few stacks, get it back fast. Time don't wait, so give me that bag. Shake and bake home if you ain't first, then you last.
I like the rap verses. Well, here's the thing I've noticed. A lot of artists, I mean, like, first get in, they go, okay, now I'm talking. Okay, so like, hey, rap, what you think of that? And they'll do two bars, switch it up, 2 bars, switch it up, 2 bars, switch it up, and that's not right. It doesn't sound right. So you need to do 4, 4, 4, like I try to teach them, you know what I'm saying, on the 16 bar. So, as far as verses themselves, like, I don't know, like a lot of verses today too, like some of them, and then the bad thing is when you critique someone on their verses, they get very, very offensive and they don't take in and listen what you're trying to teach them. So I noticed that too. Everybody thinks they're superstars today, and unfortunately, you really got to take and be humble sometimes and listen in this business and learn. And that's one thing that people say about me that I love is they have watched the growth from me from making a song at a computer desk with a $7 Wish microphone to where I'm at today.
Remember them days?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Days, man. And you know what? Though, it's still not a bad idea to hit the malls and any location with some CDs, man.
Now, listen, it's so funny you said that. I use CDs like business cards. My CDs, I hand them out. I get them like a pack of 100 for a certain price, and I hand them out every one of my CDs has my cell phone number on it and my Instagram, and I hand them out like business cards.
Yeah, absolutely, yep. Because that's still self-marketing,
And I'm always traveling. I'm always promoting. I'm always in different cities and talking to people, and that's how I've built my fans up, my followers to where I'm at today. So you have to put in the footwork. It's like if you just build something, you just set it out there in the street, and no one knows it's there, then nothing's going to happen. You have to you got to bring people to the water.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about artist development. How is it so important to the culture?
It's very important to the culture for artist development, and it's not just as an artist development, but you can have a fire artist and they're not developed, and then you have something planned, and then it all goes wrong, and they lost a major opportunity because you didn't develop them right. And that recently happened to me. So it's funny you talk about artist development because that happened to me. I'm not going to talk about what happened exactly, but that happened to me, and I brought in an artist that was not ready yet, and that happened. So
how did you overcome that?
Well, easy. Like I sat down and talked to them face to face and coached them and counseled them and helping them and bringing them to, to the light to show them like, this is what happened and we lost this and this is what hurt us and now we need to develop. So, and, they're very apologetic and they're learning. So it's just a step-by-step learning process, man.
Okay. And you were saying earlier in the interview that you had 68 songs on
180 music apps worldwide.
80 music apps. What are 3 singles that you're pushing right now?
I'm pushing Carolinas. It's on BET, man. It's on Fox Channel 57 and No Competition. But on top of it, I just dropped a brand new one that I love, man. And it is it's called Flip Flops, and I love it. Like I'm pushing that now. We just shot, I'm pushing that new Flip Flop. So. And after that, I got another one too. That's one of my other ones, and it's April's Passing, which is my sister. So April's Passing, Carolinas, and of course my brand new Flip Flops. And Old Model. I got 4 actually. Old Model just dropped too because we just shot the video to that too. So Old Model is one I'm pushing too. I actually just played that on a bunch of review shows, and I still get on review shows even though like I'm out here in the industry. I still get on the little Facebook review shows because I might have spent $5, but I just got 20 new followers for $5.
Right. That's dope. See? You know the business.
Yeah.
You know the business, man. Let me get your top 5 all time.
Top 5 all time, my songs? My top 5 of my songs?
Just artists. Top 5.
Oh, top 5 artists. Okay, so, man, I'm going to be honest. My anthem, and I, you know what I'm saying? I would love, this would be like a dream come true for me, but I would love to do something with Kevin Gates. I get up in the morning and listen to Kevin Gates. I eat, sleep, and drink Kevin Gates. So, like, Cartel Swag is like my anthem in the morning when I get up and get ready to get my hustle on. So, and then he just dropped a brand new one, Cold 4, which is amazing too. So besides Kevin Gates, my grandson turned me on to this kid, and it's okay. I like Polo G too. I listen to a little bit of Polo G. The Bloody Canvas song gets me going too. I listen to that one. So, other than that, I guess it would be like sometimes some old school Naughty by Nature,
Definitely.
Get up there. And then trying to think of who else is my top 5 that I would listen to in the car. So, of course, I love Rich Homie Kwame in some type of way, of course, and like, and I'll crank that in the car too. And then I guess that'd be like my, of course, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop, man. There's not a Snoop Dogg song I probably don't know the lyrics to. So Snoop Dogg, of course. So, but that's about it. That'd be my top. But Kevin Gates, Polo G, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. That's about it. Oh, Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne, man. I was cranking Millie the other day. So Lil Wayne, I love G. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotta have some Lil Wayne.
I love Weezy. And I love Weezy. I love Young Jeezy too, though. But Young Jeezy was back. I used to sell snowman gear. That's what's funny. I used to have a clothing store back in the day, and the snowman gear had just come out, and I was selling snowman gear up in Virginia, man. So that shows how old.
Now we're gonna jump right back to the versus thing when I was asking you. Now, if that versus would have happened between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, what you would think about that versus?
You know what, man? Like, okay, so there's 2 right there. I forgot about Jay-Z because I got a bunch of his songs downloaded on my phone too. Hov was a little different. So like Lil Wayne, you know, he got that down south, that, you know, that CMB sound type thing, and I love the way he comes together on his stuff. And Jay-Z's more like a smooth flow, or it might be an upbeat type of dance type thing with Jay-Z. So I don't know on that one. I can really, you know what, I like them both. So that one there, you took two of my greatest to them, and you know, it'd be hard for me to decide. That'd be like me liking it'd be like me liking Mayweather and Arturi Gotti and trying to choose between both of them.
Right. I understand. I get what you're saying. You know, a lot of people feel like that Wayne would take that home. You know, if you look at the hits, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They feel like that he would take that win.
It wouldn't be easy for him. I don't think it'd be easy for him.
I don't think so either. But
it wouldn't be easy for him. So, you know, and there's a lot of Jay-Z songs people probably haven't heard, underground stuff too, you know, different stuff, and even things from like the American Gangster soundtrack type thing. So,
right.
Blue Magic, one of my favorite songs. So,
yeah, definitely. Have you did any interviews at any radio stations?
I have. I've been on a few different radio stations, man. I've done interviews on, like Power 104 out of Charlotte, North Carolina, which is funny you say that because I'll show you this. We'll go with it. By the way, it's my home, everybody. So I went from homeless 6 years ago to a nice little home on the water here in North Carolina. But here is, there's my little home office right there, Rappin' Grandpa's office. But, turn the light on. Here is a picture of me on Power 104 with Jay Holiday, DJ Dive-In, DJ Expression, and there's me right there.
Okay.
And then on this wall over here, it's like my little home. But there's me in a magazine with Pastor Troy.
Okay.
But there we go. Yeah, I've been on about some radio stations. I'm actually, my songs played on over 200 different radio stations. So,
that's definitely dope, man. Keep pushing, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Do you have any last inspirational words, any last shout outs for the people that's in tune with us?
Yes, if you feel like you're gonna quit, don't quit. Just take a break for a second, get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, and don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, keep grinding this year. Like, I've got some big things planned. I'm actually even Brandon. We got big things planned. He does a lot of visuals. I do the music. We're partnering up on things together and working together on things. He's actually gonna be there February 12th. He'll be filming. So if anybody wants to get filmed while they're at the studio, you know, at the show February 12th, and get a copy of theirs. We can get you a copy of that and get you filmed for your live performances to use for promotion. So just don't give up, man. Don't ever give up. You know, I went from in 2011, my dad died a horrible death. I wound up going to Columbia, South Carolina. I ended up getting in trouble and going to prison for a couple years there. I got out in 2014. My houses were gone. My ex-wife was remarried. You know what I'm saying? So dad, you know, of course, dad was dead. Mom was strung out on crack. So I made a way out of nowhere. I made it from where I was in Columbia, South Carolina to Lumberton. From Lumberton, I made my way to Wilmington, North Carolina. In Wilmington, North Carolina, 2014, I took the cops on a high-speed chase, man. I did another year in jail with cracked ribs and washing dishes every day. And then in 2016, I graduated New Hanover County Drug Treatment Court Program and got my mind right, got myself right. And here I am today, man. You know what I'm saying? 5.5 years later, I'm sober, and here I am today.
You should feel proud and accomplished that you accomplished everything that you try to do now and more.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
You definitely got a story to tell. So that was great saying those inspirational words, because somebody out here that's in tune with us needed to hear that.
Absolutely. And that nice thing too, listen, if somebody's got like my sister, like I said, she overdosed, passed away. If someone's suffering from drugs and alcohol, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out there and get that help you need, man. Don't be nervous or scared to say, hey, I have a problem, because, you know what I'm saying, that could be the stepping stone to change your whole life. And you got to love yourself. You know, you got to love yourself. And now, you know, here's me now, man, from going from strung out on drugs to causing problems, to running from cops to like everything, and being out here on the street. And I've been on these streets in Wilmington. I've been out here on Wilmington when, like, you know, I knew. I've been out here on these streets, so, you know, and I've known people who's no longer here with us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people I know are dead. So, And now, here's me and my family, like, I'm a family man in the home dinner, my grandkids, my daughter, my wife, and like life changes, man. You know what I'm saying?
It does. It does. I don't know how much you watch the platform on the Rize TV. I don't know how much you watch it, but what do you think it does for artists, independent artists, this platform that we're doing?
Well, the platform that you're doing, it helps them to get the exposure that they need. That's the nice thing. So, you're helping get exposure. So that's a good thing. And exposure is always a good thing. So you want to get that exposure as much as you can and invest in yourself. Like I said, spend the money and invest in yourself, because if you're going to buy a new shirt, great. Who are you wearing that shirt for to see? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to do a show, your music. So what you need to do is invest in yourself. Like, a lot of artists need to work on EPKs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists don't know what an EPK is. So you got to work on getting an electronic press kit. So, like, there's other things and that's what I do at RPG is I teach you and train you to be the best independent artist you can be. So all I'm doing is taking the artists that I have now and walking them in my footsteps of what I just went through.
Dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. Oh yeah, before we get up out of here, did you ever have the chance to meet Trey Bands?
I did. I met Trey Bands. I did. Yeah, I met Trey Bands, of course, and Winnette Savannah's a good friend of mine. So, she came down there and I took Kingstree, South Carolina, interviewed all my artists for me and put them on Bread Magazine and stuff too, which is real cool. So, I network with a lot of people. A lot of people don't know this. I'm going to show y'all something funny because I'm right here. But before I did music, I'm going to show y'all. I'm actually in a TV show called Reprisal. But here's something that I can show people can go look and find me on Amazon Prime too. Let me show y'all something.
A TV show, that's pretty big, bro.
Yeah, remember Spike TV?
I do.
I was on Spike TV back in the day. I'll show you. Yeah. I'm actually the back end of TV show. I'll show you that. So, yeah. I'm trying to find it here. But I can't find it now, but it was Savage Family Diggers Season 2. Here it is. Hang on. Let's go to Prime Video. Okay. Season 2, Episode 7. If you go to Prime Video, Season 2, Episode 7, I am the bag on the cover. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to go to it right now. Here we go. So if you go to Season 2, Episode 7, right here, there's the one and only Rappin' Grandpa is the bad guy.
Okay, then.
So a lot of people don't know that, but I was the bad guy in Season 2, Episode 7.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. Any shout-outs?
Man, I want to give a shout-out to my mom, man. She's actually fighting addiction right now, but, I'm trying to help her. Shout-out to my brother. Unfortunately, he's incarcerated. He thought he was getting out next week. He's not. Shout-out to my wife, my grandkids. Shout out to Andrew Branham Dyer with K for Film and Video. Shout out to Kano, my artist. Polak Rev, my artist. Teza Beretta, my artist. J. Cash. Shout out to Nydia Band. Shout out to Brando Band. Shout out to Mally Red for helping me. Just so many people, man. Shout out to Nations for Change. Jay Hills with Slayer Promotions is my A&R down in Mississippi. Shout out to him. Shout out to Jerry Do Me a Favor, Boss Money, Natalac, Polo Don Red, all them boys I've been working with for a while now. And, the list just keep going on. There's a lot of people to shout out. But if I'm working with you and I'm fucking with you and you're attached to the RPG, just know that I love you and shout out.
That's what it is, man. And definitely shout out to you yourself, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Definitely. And on behalf of me and Lizzie Yayo and the whole BNP family, the On the Rise platform TV, we thank you for being on the Rise, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You guys need to get your ass on come on to Wilmington February 12th, man, with Benzino right here in North Carolina, man.
We actually got a show the day after that on February 13th.
Where's it at? Down in is it in South Carolina?
No, it's in Fayetteville.
In Fayetteville. Well, you guys should come to Wilmington on the 12th and then do Fayetteville on the 13th. You could do both. So.
Sounds like a plan. But we'll talk about that off here. We'll talk about it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all, man. Follow me. Listen, go find my new song, Flip Flops. Find Teza Beretta's new song, Just Us. Find Kano's new song, Iguana. Find J. Cash, The Ones I Lost. And don't forget Polak Red One Rich. So go find those. And then if you're looking for a comedian, hit me up about Catfish the Comedian. We will get him on your comedy show if you need him. So all my artists are available for booking at 910-408-8790. And of course, the one and only Rappin' Grandpa, which I'll share this on live real quick for just a minute. If you don't mind, give me 1 second, I'm going to share this. Here's me. We'll show you this. So, so people can get a little taste of the grandpa here from that. We'll let them see something.
No doubt. Do your thing. It's your world right now. Do your thing.
I appreciate you. So, let me show this real quick. But if you go on YouTube, you can search any of my artists. If the cover says Rappin' Grandpa LLC, they're part of Rappin' Grandpa. So here is me. Just type in Justincase Rappin' Grandpa. And then here's a new one we got called I Refuse with Polak Red. Me and Polak Red.
You never thought I'd make it this hard. Cause I've been bruised and broken, you see these scars. But with my head inside the game, I'll never lose. You think I'ma pack my shit and quit? I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. You think I'ma pack my shit and quit? I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. You think I'ma pack my shit and quit? I refuse.
Round down when you wonder how I go 12 rounds at pound for pound. Sneak in the house, won't hear a sound. Heard higher power, see now I'm bound. Get in the car, we'll back to town. Been a water waist deep, but I never drown. And I am what I am, gonna wear a gown. But I'll mask up quick, I'm like a clown. They say I walk good, that's a hound. Got bodies like baseball behind the mount. We'll play hide and seek, but you never found. See stack racks, still backpacks. Bullets in your mouth, that's a stack back. Your girl on my lap, that's a lap dance. Been through aerial and that door up. No blues, cruise, explorer. I'm a grandpa, won't ignore ya. I keep money in my walls and I for ya.
You never thought I'd make it this hard. Cause I've been bruised and broken, you see these scars. But with my head inside the game, I'll never lose. You think I'ma pack my shit and quit? I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. You think I'ma pack my shit and quit? I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. You think I'ma pack my shit and quit? I refuse.
Pack the room and catch you back. There's love's a game, I'm playing right. Put the pressure on you like you lose a night. Guarantees ain't your baby. I was stuck on my baby. Baby, don't step up off that table. Play your earth, let me show you how to change it. Pressure walk out. Don't get intended to talk about. In a joke, you hurt, you should wild out. Get a 2-piece bed, do a knockout. Whoa. Where's your manners? Keep it fancy. We're not stressing no more. Call the waitress, tell her waiting.
That's it. Y'all gotta go find it. It's on all music app. I Refuse by Justincase Rappin' Grandpa featuring Polak Rev and Lydia, award-winning Lydia Season.
That was a dope visual, man. And tell America where to find you at one more time.
Man, Justincase Rappin' Grandpa on all music apps worldwide. You can find me on everything. Doesn't matter. Just type in Justin, last name Case, like you caught a case in court. And then Rappin' Grandpa, Rapping, and then Grandpa. Or if it's easier, just type in Rappin' Grandpa Carolinas on YouTube, and I come right up.
And there it is, man. Y'all heard it first from the Rappin' Grandpa, man. Justincase, live right here on the Rise. Y'all keep it locked, man. Hey, thank you. Keep pushing. I support you, brother, with everything that you're doing. Hey, yo, you on the Rise and you will get there.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great day.
Peace.
Peace.